So in order to find the x-intercept, we replace y with 0. So then working out a bit of arithmetic here in order to solve for x, 0 plus 3 is 3, and 3 squared is 9. So we'll end up with 9 over 9, which is, of course, 1 here. So subtracting 1 from both sides, we will get 0 on the right-hand side of this equation. So x minus 5 squared over 16. Multiplying both sides by 16, we will have x minus 5 squared equals 0. Taking the square root of both sides, since we have a 0 here, the positive and the negative is not going to make a difference. But normally when you take the square root of both sides of an equation, you need to have both the positive and the negative square root. So x minus 5 equals 0, which gives us, after we add 5 to both sides, x equals 5. So our x-intercept is the ordered pair, or the point, 5, 0. In order to search for a y-intercept, we replace x with 0. So replacing x with 0 here, we get 25 over 16 when we square the 5 and divide by 16, plus y plus 3 quantity squared over 9 equals 1. We would need to subtract 25 over 16 from both sides. And realizing when you subtract, 1 is the same as 16 over 16. So when I subtract 25 over 16 from that, we end up with negative 9 over 16. And that equals y plus 3 quantity squared over 9. Now we can stop here and say there is no y-intercept, or we can keep going to show it perhaps a little more clearly. So multiplying both sides by 9 here, we would have y plus 3 quantity squared equals negative 81 over 16. Your next step would be to take the square root of both sides. So if I take the square root of both sides here, positive or negative, the square root of negative 81 over 16, this is not a real number. Square root of a negative value, that is not a real number. Therefore, there is no y-intercept.